Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Rod Arriagada coming to you live from Keystone Centre here in Brandon, Manitoba. We're at 1175 18th Street, unit number 1 here in Brandon, Manitoba. And we're here for the Dakota Nation Winterfest. It's a 2023 Winterfest. It's the pool tournament. We're on the we're on the B division, A side, second round matchup. And it's a matchup between Darrell Mousseau and Dean Mosher. And I believe Darrell won the first game. It is a race to 4. For those of you that are wondering, I'll put that up for you guys right away up here on the top. Where are you? Oh, it is already up there. I was going to put it up there, but it's already up there. And yeah, we're good. So let me get set up on my stream here. Just sharing the stream to a couple of the local pages. You guys are more than welcome to share the stream as well. Of course, you can like the stream if you enjoy the matches, which I'm sure you will. They're only going to get better as we move along throughout the night. My phone was dying, so I got low battery here, or low power on my screen. There we go. Busy guy, man. I went for my food break, and then I went for a walk around here to check out the building location for where I'm setting up for the other events. And then I got caught up in a meeting, and then I came over here and got caught up in a conversation and missed a little bit of the action so far. Got to try to figure this table out. Now, the puzzle here will be where the 9 and that 12 are. I like making this 13 ball, then the 14 if I can, which I think you can. From there, you can draw back for the 14. From the 14, I will make the 9, and then from the 9, I will shape up for the 12 ball. I think that's a 10 ball that's sitting right next to the 7. And then I will make that ball in the same corner that he's making this 13 ball in. Well, it looks like he's going to play the shape for the 9 ball right now. He also has the option to make that 10 to the side pocket if he wants, or the 14 in the top left corner. I feel like it might be best just for him to set up here for the 9 ball to get shape for the 12. You could just leave that open and make the 12 in the corner instead, top right. Well, and now he's moved this shot into a different spot, and I'm not sure he can make this anymore. Not to the bottom right anyway. Bottom left, I can see. He's going to try to squeeze in there. Oh, yeah, that was a good shot. I thought he might have hit that 3 ball first, but he hit it good. So he's all right. He's got to get perfect shape here on the 14 ball to get the finish on the 8 ball. Trying to draw off the cushion, and he would have had pretty close to what he was looking for. Missed opportunity there from Darrell's going to bring Dean Mosher back to the table, and he'll try to work out this puzzle. It's not that bad of a puzzle, though. It's got a nice little starting point, too. I think I just make the 7 ball draw back a little bit here and set up for the 2 ball next. Or the 4 ball, sorry. You can maybe take that up table, too, and just try to deal with that 6 and 2 ball instead. But yeah, I like setting up for the 4 ball there. Now here you got to be careful. You want to draw around this 9 and 8 ball. Oh, he's going to go into them. I don't think that was a good idea because that happened. And that's kind of why I wouldn't have done it, is because of what happened there. I feel like at that point, you had to try to draw around that. Now he's kind of stuck in a bad spot. He can maybe try to break this out, though, still. I wish I had my side view on this table so I can see a little bit better. This angle view doesn't really help. I feel like he's going to be stuck having to play a safety no matter what. And I'm not sure how this position on the 3-ball helps him right now. I guess he can go around table to get up for the 1-ball, but even then, there's nothing for the 6. Oh, he's missed that shot, and that might be a good thing. Especially because that 3-ball is ensured that that 8-ball is a little bit extra tied up. And now his opponent, Darrell, has an opportunity here on the 14 ball, which he can make no problem. But he's going to have to set up the right angle here for the breakout on the 10 for the 8. So he's got a little bit of precision to play here, shape. And there's always room for coming up a little short or a little long when you're trying to be precise at the table. Which is something he can't afford on this layout. He's got to get pretty straight on his breakout angle. Either that or he's got to eventually play a safety on the 8-ball. I gotta take a look at the side view because I need to understand the angle a little bit better. Okay. So from here, like I can see, you can just kind of draw over to make this 10 ball in the same pocket. It's not going to work out for the breakout though. Yeah, he's just playing safety. He was just playing a safety shot there. The table is just, you know, not friendly for him right there. So we had to come up with something either safe or something special, which would have meant, you know, a trick shot of some sort. Now, from here, you don't have the angle to be able to roll the cue ball off this 1 ball to get behind the 6 and 3 to tie them up. And I don't think your opponent is really going to make the shot unless he has an escape on the 8 ball or a possibility to make the 8 ball. He was just playing safety too. Now that's not bad, but it's also not that good because he's left him a breakout angle here for the 8 ball. All he's got to do is just make the shot, and then the breakout will happen almost automatically. The shot is a cut to the left, so he's going to put a touch of rights to be able to compensate for that angle. That's going to straighten out the cue ball towards that 8 ball. He missed the shot. And he missed the breakout too, but the reason why is because he put just above center. It should have been just center or below center for him to be able to create that angle to get into that 8 ball. I think here, if you're Dean, you're trying to figure out a way to get a ball in hand out of the situation. Because it's kind of like the only way you can really play a safety on your opponent, where you can lock them up for an opportunity to win the rack. He's got an angle here to try to break this out too if he wants to try it, but he's going to play safety. That's going to bump the 6 ball open a little bit, and that safety worked out really well because now he's blocked the pocket on the 1 ball too. So now this is where Dean is supposed to reply with a simple safety, just a half ball contact on the 6 to get that cue ball to come over. Or I guess he could make that 14 ball right now too and just block it up that way, force him to break out that 8 and 6. That's what he was looking at. Good choice, and he's rolled up the cue ball to freeze it up to the 6 ball too, which is going to limit what Darrell can do here. Just the shot, he says. That's the right shot to call. Off the rail and slightly into the 8 ball. That's all he wants. Not too heavy. Needs to hit a rail. Didn't hit a rail, so it's a ball in hand. Huge break there for Dean. Definitely makes it a lot easier when you get a ball in hand for the finish on this one. That's going to work out perfect. I think he even has a drawback angle here for the 8 ball. Or maybe not. It looks like it's a bit of a cut. So maybe the drawback angle is actually going to take him closer to that side pocket, which means that he's going to have to come up with a different shot here. Cross bank side for the perfect shape on the 8-ball. Cut to the side pocket with almost like a stun draw to get up table to the left side of the 8-ball. That might work. He's going to draw it back. Oh, he didn't mean that. Okay, I thought he meant that. I was like, oh my God, what a shot, but he didn't mean that. And unfortunately for him, because he was setting up for the 8-ball for the finish, he's going to give his opponent Darrell a chance at this 8-ball. So Darrell will take a 2-game lead instead. So race to 4, needs to win 2 more games. Score has been updated. I'm going to come in and say hi right away. Just give me a second. Not that one. What's up, YouTubers? How you doing? I figured out the solve. Just put it in front of me where I can't do nothing with it, but nobody will touch it either. Oh. I can't use any of my remote settings from here. I gotta stand up and go around there. Yeah, it's the only way to keep it safe. It's either that or I have to get a taser. I talked about the taser. All right. Shannon Hughes says he moved the 1 ball when he shot the 8. Hang on. Gene Peacock, am I on YouTube yet? Can't find the tournament. It should be on there. Let me check. It's streaming on my end. It says there's a few people watching too. So yeah, no, it's on there. I just posted the link on comments and I pinned it. So if you're looking to go watch it on 1080p on YouTube, that's how you can do it. Maybe you're not. Maybe you have a YouTube account and you don't really want to go watch it on there, but maybe you're saying, you know what, I want to support this guy. I want to help him get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to subscribe today. That would be awesome. He's calling a shot. I'm not sure what he's calling. Oh, no, he was calling that. So we need somebody to watch a shot. These guys need somebody to watch a shot. Yeah, they're going to watch a shot. I usually do all that stuff, man, but I'm focused here. Trying to be focused here. Just enough to get out for that 1 ball or that 9 ball, which is what he was trying to get position on. He's got to find that really small window for that 15 ball, which is right there. It's so close, man. Basically where he is where he wants to be. Just needs to be a little bit further to the right, closer to that 12 or 10, whatever is on the right side of this cue ball. I believe it's a 12. It is a 12. This is the darkest set of balls, so it's hard to tell the difference between the 4 and the 8 and the 12 and the 10. Maybe, they were onto something by changing the color of the 4 ball and the 5 ball. Maybe they should have it where, like, the solids are different colors than the stripes, so there's no confusion. That could work, too. Reinvent the game somehow. I'm going to overcut that, and he's going to come up short. Dean's going to get his chance at this table now. He's got a little bit of a pattern to work on here, too. I'm thinking, he might get tempted to take on that, was that 2 and 5 or 6-5 combo? 2-5, yeah. I should be able to tell the difference on that one, but I had a hard time seeing that one, too. Yeah, here comes the combination. Now, the reason I don't like this is because the 2 ball's going to go up to the top of the cushion and might get stuck to this 15 ball. Oh, it came off. Okay, so The way I was looking at the cut was different than the cut actually was. He did miss it though, so maybe I was right. I'm not sure. I won't know because I wasn't at the table. Got Fabian Louisin walking around. Came out to play in the Dakota Nation Winterfest tournament. Which reminds me. One more I gotta show you that. Okay. Okay, that's good. Come in and join you guys too. I have to go share the stream on the Dakota Winterfest page. I said they're all in that game. He's on the hill. 3-0 on the hill. Oh, a dry break is going to bring Darrell up, and he's going to have a chance to close out this match. A decent layout here on this table, too. Everything's kind of wide open as long as he avoids collision with any of the balls at the table, meaning his opponents or something that, you know, could be in the way for him to be safetied on. He should be okay. Looks like he's going to run into that right off the hop, and he's going to run out of options really quick. Just the bank corner on the 4 ball is all he's got. That's what he's calling. Great shot. Needs a reward, though. I'm not sure if he got the 1 ball or not. But there's definitely a billiard there off the 6 into the 1. Not sure if he's going to be aggressive enough to go for that shot. He might just have the 1 ball on its own. He's aiming like he does. Oh, yeah, he had it. He just missed the shot, but he had the shot. So a huge break here for Dean. Back against the wall, being down by 3. Would like to get on the scoreboard here just to get going, get the confidence going with it. But you'll have to work this out. Multiple options here. I like taking the 14 to the bottom right corner and using the natural angle to run into that 12. He just missed that 12. He's still okay, though. He's got the 11 to the side or the corner. Running into that 12 would have meant that he just held position for the 13 ball there if he wanted to take that next, but this is better. Uses the 1 ball to open up the pocket a little bit more. Looks like he's got no choice but to do a back cut combination on the 14 to the 13. Unless he can make that 12 get between that 14 and 13 for the combination. Oh, you can hit that 13 ball clean. Never mind. It's deceiving the angle from what I'm seeing from the camera versus what's actually happening at the table. Not to make an excuse, but that is what's going on with me. But some of the shots just don't seem like they go, and then they do go. I might have to put on my wireless mic and walk around with it. Do commentaries from the side. Great shot on the 14 ball. Gets himself position on the 10 ball. Gotta let this cue ball ride a little bit, or he's got to draw it off the bottom cushion, which is going to be a scratch. So you got to let this ride instead. You want to cut this to the side. 1, 2, 3 rails and come back across for the 8. Yeah, you had the right idea, but just came up short on the shot. The angle wouldn't have been that good for the 8 ball either, but he would have been able to have a chance to maybe bank it. When I forgot to put my live on air sign up, which is what I was going to do. I forgot. The reason why I put this up all the time is just to kind of mess with the players a little bit. They see the live on air sign, and then it reminds them they're on the stream, right? So it makes them kind of deal with mental toughness when they're facing the sign. And I don't really think, like, maybe I kind of do it intentionally to mess with the players, but I don't feel like I do it. I feel like I do it more or less just because I like to let everybody know that they're live on air, right? But in a sense, it kind of works out as a test for the players when they're at the table here. And it lets me see, you know, how each person deals with it. I usually don't notice that when I'm on the table and I'm streaming and I'm playing. I don't really notice it. But then again, I never really care if I'm on the stream, and I'm not bothered by my results. I just try to play my best, which I think is where a lot of people kind of come short on the streaming side of things. You know, they're always wondering about what people think and what they look like because they're missing or they're getting into trouble. And the best way to deal with the stream is just to just play your best game. As long as you're playing your best game, everything will be okay on the TV table. Great shot. He needed something. He needed something to get him going. That was the shot that got him going, I think. Well, maybe this one. This one's a little bit, you know, not as challenging as the last one, but it's definitely going to feel good if you can make it. Oh, and it's going to hit the horn and come out. Oh, no. Oh, man. I was rooting for him there. Well, we will not let that be the shot that we go with. We're going to go with the one that he just made. Because that was a nice shot. I mean, it wasn't like the greatest shot in the world, not a highlight of the day, but it was a nice bank, you know. He deserved the reward there. Oh, and luckily for him, his opponent has come up short. Is it lucky for him? Because, you know, he's hooked. Maybe he didn't come up short. Maybe he's put a safety here and he's going to test his knowledge. Oh, and he almost makes it. Oh, too bad he didn't leave that on a straight line on the top where that 8 ball is right now, because that would have been a good challenging leave. From here, he's giving his opponent a chance at, I believe, the 5 and the 2. Take a look. Oh, yeah, they both go, man. The 5 and the 2. Oh, man, and he's going to overcut that. That was a little bit of anxiousness on that one. That's what that was. The feeling of him about to win. It's such a weird feeling, that one, because we acknowledge it as players, but, You're not supposed to. But when you do, that's when you're supposed to stand up and walk around because you have the wrong thought process in your head. Look at that. Wow. He made the shot, but he almost scratched. He hits the horn and doesn't scratch. It just avoids it. Look at this, man. He just avoided the scratch. Crazy. Oh, he's on the board. Stops the bleeding. Needs to win 3 more games to win the match. He'd be happy to win just the next one to keep going. One at a time, one shot at a time, one win at a time. They have some music going on in the background too, so I got my filters on, so I apologize for that because, there's going to be some quiet times, but I'm doing my best to talk in between and stay busy with my mouth, Well, not busy with my mouth, but busy talking. That's what I meant. I know how you guys are going to translate that, so I'll take that back. Mike Liquid wants to know, is Darrell still playing? Yes, he was just sitting here talking to me, actually. He's on the B side right now. He's surviving. I think his next match is coming up soon. Lead the Lorm, where can we see the draw? It is on Challenge. I'm not sure what it's under, but I'll try to see if I can find it for you. Richard Daigle says, Rod, thanks for the YouTube link. Didn't know your channel was independent. Yeah, so my channel is independent. Originally, I was going to put it together with theirs. I wanted to be on theirs, like the guys in Calgary, because they have their YouTube channel. But it became a bit of a process, and it took a while to get it done. And then originally, when I first joined these guys, I wasn't really streaming on YouTube. I was streaming on Facebook only. I just recently started doing it on Facebook and YouTube, both of them. So then I wanted to get access to their channel, but these guys were busy. They had lots of things going on. So I figured I'd cut a corner. I usually don't cut corners, but that time I did. I decided to just, create my own channel and roll from there, right? So, yeah, if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, that'd be awesome. It's kind of like my personal channel until eventually I get access to their channel, which when I do, I will be streaming on their YouTube channel also. But for now, it's on mine, my personal channel, and you'll get a chance to watch pool. You get a chance to watch other things that I stream too, which I'm going to try to keep it all pool related because that's really what that channel is pool. But for example, situations here where, like I might have had to stream on YouTube and I don't have access for a YouTube channel except for my own, I might end up streaming, for example, hockey on my page just because it's what the event requires. They want to have people directed at YouTube because they're not on Facebook. So we'll see how that works out. But as of right now, so far, I have only had pool-related content on there. So, pool and snooker. Sorry, I apologize. There's a little bit of snooker on there too. We didn't really want me to have an independent channel. It's just the way it kind of worked out. And the only reason it worked out like that is because I was eager to get YouTube going. I figured out how to do it, and a lot of people were asking, like, hey, man, can you stream on YouTube? And so finally, I did it, and I created my own channel just to be able to provide what was required from me for the viewers. Like I always say, asking you shall receive. If there's an opportunity for me to be able to make it happen, I'll make it happen. If not, I tried my best. Tom Fournier, how you doing? Mike Mikulik, welcome to the stream. Amy Ross, how you doing? Elaine C, welcome to the stream. Kathy Secrets, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's having a good weekend and enjoying your time so far. It's Friday, right? So we're just getting started for the weekend for most of you. It's 9:15 p.m. over here, and it's minus 26 degrees outside. Minus 26. I said minus 26. Just so you guys know, it's not nice at all out there. You can go out there and, spit in the sky and an icicle will land on your face and cut you open. That's kind of how cold it is out there. It's dangerous, man. The roads were really slippery too, so if you're traveling, be careful. But yeah, minus 26 degrees Celsius, man. I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit, but if you're American, it's really cold. You can go without a fridge and store your food outside, and it'll all be frozen by an hour or two from now. It's kind of how I operate too. Like I had some ice packs that I had to do for my legs, And so usually these ice packs, they take forever to like get frozen, right? So I figure, well, just be the smart guy, throw them out there, in the real weather, the real cold temperatures, and see what happens. And sure enough, an hour later, it's frozen. But meanwhile, my freezer at the highest setting takes like 10 hours for it to freeze. But we love our winters in Manitoba, and it allows us to play pool for longer periods of time. Or curling. I guess I'll say curling. Some of you guys are curlers. So. Harley Garson, how you doing? Corey Parrish, welcome to the stream. Tim Upchurch, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, man? Shavone Byrne Hastings. Shavone, I like that name. Interesting name. Ray Pazdernik. Ray Pazdernik. I don't know. I messed up your last name, man. Sorry. Welcome to the stream, though. Hope everybody's having a good weekend, like I said earlier. And he's trying to fight his way back into this match slowly. And like I said earlier, it just starts off, one game at a time, one shot at a time, and part of the rhythm comes out, and next thing you know, you're playing back in the match. Got himself an opportunity for the 8 ball anyway. He's got protection from scratching with the cue ball. All he's got to do is just make the shot. Oh, and he missed it. Oh, no. But he popped up on the shot. That's why he missed it, man. I'm watching the replay on my phone. Yeah, he popped up a little bit on the shot. It happens. Anton Arabella, welcome to the stream. Serena White, how you doing? Welcome. Jenny Baptiste, Kathy Walker, welcome, ladies. Trev Izerhoff, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, we got a really good ladies match going on right now. We're not going to be able to watch it. Yvette Capel, Alana Thiessen. Great matchup. Well, he wasn't sure if he was going to get another turn at the table, but he's gotten one. And he's not necessarily, in that do or die mentality, but that's kind of the situation that he's in right now. He shouldn't think like that. He should just make the shot, think of do. That's it. Oh, he's going to overcut that. And he might get away with it. He's left a challenging leave anyway. Maybe a cut on the 2 ball is what his opponent will go for. The 6 ball is a little bit easier than the 2 ball, though. I think with the 2 ball, if he misses, he's going to sell out the 8 ball. With the 6 ball, if he misses, he's going to break out that 5 and 4. And, I guess it depends on what he leaves here for the 8 ball. Combination is a good idea. I like that idea, but it's not too easy. And there's a small chance here that you still might sell that table. So you got to be careful with your choice. If you're not sure about it, then you just play a safety here and you use that 4 and 5 as blockers. Goes for the shot. He's going to miss it, and he's going to give him the shot on the 8 ball. And it's a little bit closer, so he's lucky to get this other opportunity here. And especially because it's an opportunity that's not too challenging. He's on the board again. 3-2, down by 1. Needs to win 1 more to take it to the hill. And then after that, no matter what happens, both players are happy because they both got to the final rack, and you can lose with some dignity. That's the way we think. I know that's not the way it is, but that's the way we think as pool players. So he's just trying to, get to the hill here, and Darrell Mousseau is doing his best to stop him. I was looking for Earl, but I don't know where he went. Earl Cameron. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I get caught up with conversation, man, when people come around and talk to me. Oh, he's got a shot to the corner. Oh, off the 15 and in, barely, but he makes it. That'll be the game. 4-2, the final score. And I will go real quick to find out who my next match is so we can get that match going. Or maybe they'll just call it out right away. Yeah, they're calling some matches right now. Okay, so we're going to get another match coming up. There shouldn't be any more pauses on my stream as far as I know. It should just keep going from here on. But they're going to be playing until 11 o'clock. We're now sitting at 9:30. So they're looking at about 2 to 3 more matches roughly on the stream. Average match on a race to 5 takes about, 45 minutes. If it goes to the hill, usually about 45 minutes. If it's a one-sided match, then it can be about 20, 25 minutes. And we're getting deeper and deeper in the bracket, so I feel like, they're not going to be quick matches. They're all going to be something that takes a little bit longer. Okay, I'm going to catch up with some comments while I'm waiting for them to come up here with the next match. Tom Fournier says, Darrell has lost since you turned on that air sign. You cursed him. I tell you, man, like, I always do it. I always have my sign up no matter what. I don't really do it intentionally, but it became a thing eventually because I realized that players are having a tough time with it, right? I'm going to ask him right now. He's right beside me. Hey, Darrell. Guys say that I threw you off once I put the live on your side. Did you notice it at all?
It's only
It's like I always thought about like put it up. It's only because I want everybody to know that they're live on there, right? But for the players, they look over there and like, oh shit, I'm on the stream, right? And they get nervous about it, right? It kind of became like a game between me and the players that they didn't know. All right. Yeah, no, he said it threw him off a little bit, but he got through it, so he forgives me. Eric Perez, what's up, man? How you doing? Billy Ricker, welcome to the stream. Joe Samaniego, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Ricky, I thought I see you be playing in this tournament. How come you're not playing in the tournament, man? I haven't seen you around yet. Well, I don't know if they called a match. I got to go find out. Maybe they don't have a match for me. I don't want to stop the stream yet. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got a A side. I believe it's a quarterfinal matchup, A side quarterfinal matchup for the B division. Clarence Spence, Byron Bitternose. Setting up the scoreboard right now. This is, I believe, maybe it's a B division. I don't know. I'll find out right away. Clarence, Spence, Byron. Can't remember if it's one word or two. I think they have it as 2, so I'll put it as 2. But when Byron comes up here, I'll ask him. All right, and well, let's see. While we're waiting, I guess, well, let's start off with this. So if you're looking for something fun to do and you're in the Manitoba area, February 18th and 19th, you can check out Lake St. Martin First Nation Snow Drags and Poker Derby. Over $60,000 added into the event. Guaranteed cash prizes with trophy for first, second, and third. And for the snow drag racing, it's 500 feet tracks with 4 lanes. So it's going to be a pretty good setup. If you guys are interested in checking that out and you want to register for it, you can message Brad Beardy at 204-290-4101. That's in the cell number, so you can contact them there if you're looking to get involved in that. That's coming up on February 18th and 19th. And, well, I guess we're still waiting. What else do I got? Well, let's take a look at some of these shots again. So I got some of these really great shots that I saved up here that I brought up last Sunday, but not many people got to enjoy them. So we'll do this one here. First of all, this is, well, we'll go backwards. Okay, we're going to start here at the beginning. So we'll go with Skylar Woodward's shot. This is at the Moscone Cup.
You like that? Try to get the
He's having a discussion here with Shane, and Shane's like trying to tell him what he could do, what he should do, and then, you know, Guy Woodward's like, well, I think I can make this bank combo on the 9. It just seems like the bank is there, right? So, and Shane's like, well, I don't know. And then he's like, well, I think you can make it. So Shane's like, okay, well, you know, if you feel like you can do it, do what you got to do, man. And then Skylar Woodward says, okay, well, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to call this bank into the 9 ball and make it. So well, he doesn't have to call it just 9 ball, but he makes a beautiful bank into the 9 for the win on that rack. Unbelievable shot. And I mean, he called it. He knew that was going to happen, man. See how crazy? He's all pumped. Shane is looking like, oh my God, I can't believe this guy just made that shot. I wouldn't be able to try that. He was up his quick stroke, like, oh my God, he's the kid is good. So that's my kid. That's my teammate. All right, so we got Byron Bitternose coming up right now, and Clarence is there right now. They're flipping the coin and going to get started. But let's go check out, since we talked about Skylar Woodward, let's check out Shane Van Boning's shot. This is a nice shot, too, because nobody really knew what he was going to do except for him. Maybe one more person. But the commentator on this one, you know, had no idea. He's thinking, surely he's not going to be able to make it from there. I mean, look at this cue ball where it jams up. You're thinking, oh, my God, worst place to be. The next ball he's got to make is the pink ball, which is sitting right next to the 9. And you can see, like, there's no room between the cue ball and the rail, barely any. He's looking at this. He's like, you know, extension. I need to check this out. He asked for the bridge, too. And he's going to try something sensational. Now, if you guys didn't watch the Moscone Cup this year, then you're going to be shocked by this one. But most of us that were watching this match as this happened, it was an incredible experience to be able to watch him do this. And then the way the crowd reacted, and everyone around them reacted once he made it was crazy. But he's going bank off the rail into the 9, split the 9, or split the 4 ball and get the cue ball to get into the 9 ball to make the 9 ball. Very creative shot. Here it comes. This is incredibly talented. Only a few guys in the world would see something like this at that time, but he was one of them. What a shot. Unbelievable. And the crowd just went nuts. We all thought it was this year for USA for sure, but they came up short. All right, let's get to the match. Byron Bitternose breaking here in rack number 1. Sounds like he made a ball off the break. He's going to have an opportunity to start. I got to wait for Byron to finish shooting so I can ask him about his last name, because it feels like it should be 1 word, not 2, but it's written down as 2 on the sheet. Still lots of great matches going around here. So if you're in Brandon, or you happen to be coming into Brandon because you're playing in the team event tomorrow, make sure you stop in and check out some of these great matches. As the tables open up, eventually you'll have a chance to be able to practice a little bit too for tomorrow. Lots of events going on all over though. They have powwows going down. They have a volleyball tournament happening. There's a basketball tournament that's happening tomorrow. Then hockey started yesterday. It's continuing throughout today, and it's going to continue throughout the weekend. Lots of different events. $20 per day gets you in the building to go around and check out all these events. Kind of cheap, really. At first, I was like, $20, and I'm thinking, well, you know, if you're paying $20 and you don't have to pay to get into watch all the other events, I think that's a great deal. You should be making the 9-ball here and trying to hold position on the 15 with an angle to break into that 14 ball and get it off that rail to get it out in the open. He might get tempted to take this 15 right here, right now, but I don't think this is the right time for it. Unless he can break it out from there, which it feels like he might be able to grace the ball a little bit, but I'm not sure about breaking it out. Yeah, he didn't even grace it. Now, the problem with that was that, you know, you took a ball that could have been your breakout ball, and now you don't have a breakout. So you got to create something here. And you're going to be very limited on your options. Safety is about the only option you really have here, but, you know, the table's kind of opened up in a way where the safety really wouldn't be as effective unless you were, you know, locked into something. Looks like they killed the music too, so maybe I'll take off these filters for now. Oh no, they still got it going. I don't think it's enough to distort and interrupt with any copyright infringement, so it should be all right. Trying to open things up, and he's gonna open things up a little bit, but not enough. One thing about him, though, is he's tied up this, what is it, the 10 ball? Yeah, the 10 ball sitting next to the 3. Trying to open things up, and he does. Good job on that one. He's got position on the 5 now. Should be able to come off the rail and kick into that 1 ball to set him up for the 3 ball next. He could try to avoid it too, but I think it's better just to run into the rail and into the 1. He just left it there. This isn't bad. I mean, it's not the end of the world if he doesn't get onto that 3 ball right away, but it would have just simplified the work for him in the long run. Now he's going to be stuck in a position where he's going to have to play that 1-3 combo or a bank on the 7. I believe the bank on the 7 is no good. Oh yeah, maybe it is. The 8 ball's not blocking it, so bank on the 7 is good. And he's got perfect angle here for this shot too. He can follow the cue ball off the cushion back to the left side for that 7 ball or that 3 ball next. See, now he's going to get stuck with a combination. This is the reason why I would have dealt with that ball a little bit earlier. I would have opened up that 1 ball more. And he would have had a couple different options earlier on that 1. Now he doesn't really have an option. He's got to play a combination. And then there was always the situation that if he made it, not guarantee he's going to have a follow-up shot. Yeah, let's see. Arlene Mann, how you doing? What happened to the sound? Rod had to step away. Yeah, so that was a little bit earlier. I had to walk away because I was talking to somebody here, and I had some background noise going on too. So I had to I have to put on the filters for that. Wayne Louisan Jr., how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yuan, Tiana, Sierra, welcome to the stream. Kenisha, Janice, welcome to the stream. Mr. Tyson Tame, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Lisa McNabb, how are you? Reese Lewis says, hello, Rod. How you doing tonight? I'm doing all right, man. I'm on survival mode. You know, it's been a long, busy week, and I tried to sleep early last night, but there was packing to do and work to be done, and had a bit of a rough ride getting here today, too. So I'm a little bit worn out, but I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm just happy to be here. And I mean, because the roads were that crazy earlier, man. Okay, I'll ask him right now.
Hey, Byron, your last name, is it Bitter Nose 2 words or one? Your last name, Bitter Nose, is it 2 words or one? One. One, right? Because on the paper it said 2, and I wrote it as 2, but I thought it was 1. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so it is one word only. All right. And he won the first game, so he's got a good start in this quick race to 4. Plug in my phone, get some extra charge on it. Yeah, but I'm doing all right, man, for sure. You know, it's I'm one of those guys that loves life, right? So any day that I wake up and I get a chance to do something in life is a good day for me. And today I feel like it was one of those days, right? I got a chance to get up, get on the road, come out here to Brandon, cover this event, and cover some more events over the weekend. And I feel blessed to be here. Rack number 2, Clarence, Spence to break, trailing by 1. Lots of action on the table, and the cue ball's going to scratch, so that's going to bring Byron back to the table. He'll have a chance to continue his lead here. All right, let's see what he's got going here. It's a ball in hand behind the line, and just from this angle, what I can see here on the screen, to me, I'm looking at stripes all day long. But I don't know what's going on in the bottom left corner where he's standing. So that's where my judgment kind of ends on that opening. Oh yeah, so I like the stripes here. Well, the solids aren't that bad either, actually. They're both good to go, man. But I feel like the stripes are a little bit easier. They're just laid out better for the finish. It's got position on the 15 ball. Just needs to draw back a little bit on this just to get a little bit straighter on that 12. And then from there, he can roll it up for the 9. Once he's taken care of the top of the table, he can come down to the bottom of the table and deal with it down here. You can even just hold it there if he wants to. Or play it through for the 9 ball. He's going to play it through for the 9 ball. I'll go over to YouTube and check out people on YouTube right now because I haven't been there in a while. Any comments on there? No, seems like we're good. Aaron Campbell says hello, hello. I feel awkward about this caps, man. You know, it makes me feel like I'm screaming at people. Like I just said, what's up, Aaron? Welcome back to the stream. But it feels like because it's all caps, like I got to be screaming it at him, right? I know I'm not, you know, and he obviously knows that I'm not, but it feels like it. Oh, what's going on with YouTube? Did it freeze out on me? I can't tell. It looks like it's frozen up on me. Well, you guys can tell me on YouTube if there are any issues there. Hang on, I gotta do one more thing here. Why can't I remember how to do this now? Yeah, I'll have to do this another time. I couldn't figure it out. No issues here, says Thomas Tubal. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. When I look on my screen, like it's frozen, right? It's not showing any movement, but I feel like that's only because, you know, it's trying to use the internet for being able to stream instead of playing it back for me. Normally when I'm in a strong connection, they'll play it back for me also and let me see what's going on so I can see that if there's any lag or anything like that going on. But I appreciate that, Thomas Tubal. Thank you for the heads up. Pedro Rivera, how you doing? Shasta, St. Louis, welcome to the stream. Mr. Stuart Gansky, I seen you here earlier, Stuart. I was trying to say hi, man, but you were tied up and busy. John Guffey, how you doing? James Gibson, welcome to the stream. Mark Aguan, how you doing? Says, does the 8 on the break win or spot? It will be a spot. So the way it works on the break, if you make the 8 ball off the break, it gets spotted, or you can rack it and re-break. If you make the 8 ball off the break and you scratch the cue ball, then your opponent gets a choice to either take the balls as they are laid or to re-break himself. That is the rules for VNEA. Nelson Boyd, is there a 9-ball tournament? No, they just had 8-ball for this one. How you doing, James Gibson? Says, thanks for the stream, buddy. Kentucky guy. Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Timothy Aldrich says, YouTube is fine, Rod. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just don't know, right? Like, I know and I don't know, but thank you for letting me see that it's okay, because I was going to have a little bit of a panic moment earlier when everything was frozen. I thought, oh my God, it's not working good. Maybe it's the connection or whatever, but thankfully everything is good. It's going to come up short on that shot. And, well, the leave is not too bad. I mean, there's a possibility for a shot, but the 5-ball is sort of in the path, so should be okay to make it, but there's always a little bit of room for him to run into that 5-ball. Shot is good. He's got the right pace on it too for the 8-ball. Oh, he's gonna miss it. Oh no. Clarence with a great opportunity here to be able to tie things up. He was about to be down 2 games. Instead, he's got a chance to even it out. All he's got to do here is just make the 4 and then the 5 and get the shape on the 8, and he's good to go. Sounds simple. It never really is, but it does sound like it. Just a simple top spin with a little bit of left-hand checks on this one to be able to come across for the 8-ball. He doesn't have to be perfect on it, but you want to get somewhat straight. You want to get a little closer if you can. A little bit too much pace there is going to end up kind of funny on the 8-ball. He's got choices, either bottom left or bottom right, or bank top right. I think you just cut this in the bottom left. The only thing you got to be careful for is that you're not putting the wrong spin on this cue ball, so the cue ball comes off the side cushion and comes back to scratch in the same pocket as the 8. That's the only thing you gotta watch out for here. But other than that, he should be okay. Oh, he's gonna miss the shot though. And well, he left it in a good spot. Didn't sell out anything here. Just gave him an attempt at deep. Well, but it's not gonna be easy. He's gonna either bank it or cut it. Oh, they got the music going up again, so I gotta filter myself out. There we go. Playing Cotton Eye Joe, man. That's copyright infringement right there. Goes for the bank, is going to come up short, and he's going to give him the opportunity here to be able to make this 8-ball. Oh, and he missed that shot to the corner. And look at this. It's going to go on the corner and the other corner. Oh, no, it's not. This should be a little bit easier of a shot here. And he should be okay to make it. He will make it. 2-0. A long game.
Now it's like you want yeah.
Let David name rise, table points, Jeff Edwards, Terry Bogle. Then individual baseline, table 4,
Not the way it's going. I think every player that's ever played it. I think it depends on specific. Yeah, you're right. Like I played next to people. I played for a year and a half only, right? And by myself. That's the reason why it's because I never went there. But I will do some too. Yeah, but if you learn that, now you got a position to get from there to the top. It's so easy the way they make it look like it's free. And they carry them in the side pocket. Perfect shot, yeah. Back up, oh, that's it. So little two rails and tap over here. Surprised that a lot of people don't pick it up, but it's a dying game. It's still played it. It's not really played for.
Then we division Keystone. Table 8, Rod Arriagada.
All right, so the score is 2-1. I am here the whole time. I have been here. I'm just talking to someone, and I don't want to be rude, right? I was talking. Now he's kind of preoccupied, so I'm going to go back into the streaming. Sorry if I missed any comments. Okay, I got a couple of comments here. Tyson Tame says, "Hey Rod, is the bracket viewable?" It's up, as far as I know, it's on Challenge. I don't know where the Challenge bracket is or what it's under, but yeah, there's definitely a Challenge bracket out there for you to take a look at it. Mike Thompson, how you doing? Waylon Deshane says, "Wow, why did they hit so hard?" Well, I'm not sure. I guess it depends. You know, it could be anxiousness, you know, anxiety from the shot, or whatever. Sometimes people get a little nervous on shots, right? Another thing, it could be, you know, they're on the stream table, right? TV table. It's a B division matchup too, right? So they're supposed to, you know, not run the tables all the time, because if they did, they would be on A division. So there's a few different reasons, really, but you're right. And the difference is, as you progress in levels of play, as far as how good the players are, the further up you go on the skill level, the less harder that these players shoot. You know, so it's a little bit more finesse as they move up. Byron Birno is winning that match with a score of 3-1, and we're gonna find out what our next matchup is right away. I'll let them kind of sort that out. In the meantime, I was talking about shots. So here's another shot. This is a Chris Mailing shot. I showed it on last Sunday, but I don't think anybody really appreciated or understood why it should have been appreciated. I finally got my pass for the weekend. So this is the shot from Chris Mailing. He's playing an Ultimate Pool competition. So the Ultimate Pool is a league that they have out in the UK. And so he's playing in this event, and this is a qualifier one. So if he wins this match, he gets in. If he loses, he's out, right? And now he's on the timer too, so this makes it a little bit more extreme because you're rushing. There's no real time left on the clock. And I'll show you guys. I just kind of want to explain the scenario so you understand everything that was going on while this happened. And the fact that he made this shot, like, honestly, I thought he was one of the greatest players in the world when he made that beautiful 4-rail combo or 4-rail bank shot on the one on a rack a couple of years ago to win that match. That was one of the best runouts I've ever seen ever in my entire life, and that was from him. So I thought he was a pretty good player back then. But now when I watched him do this shot here, I realized how much of a good player he really is, and how much those systems that we try to learn that we usually give up on, how good they actually work. This is a shot from Chris Mailing. courtesy of the Guardian. So here he is. He's shooting reds. This is, English pool, right? So he's trying to, draw into that one or into that yellow to be able to get shape for the red. And if he ran into that 10 ball, it would have been fine. He would have had shape on the red. But he doesn't have it. So now he's looking around. He's looking at these angles. He says, look, there's a small window between that 10 ball and the red. So I can maybe hit this red if I hit from this angle. 4, 3, 2, 1. He just goes with his instincts, man. He knows what he's doing. So, bam, what a shot.
Oh, my God.
And then on top of that, he gets perfect for the 10 to the side, which is the finish ball.
Goodness me.
Unbelievable,
The
man.
magician pulls
top notch. Even his opponent can appreciate that. Watching the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then he makes it. What a shot. I'm telling you. I mean, I don't have shots like that in my compilations, but I got some pretty good shots. But I mean, nothing like that, man. All 3 of those shots that I showed you, special shots. I got to find out if I have another match or if I'm stopping the stream. I'm assuming I have another one, but I'll be right back.
Then the meeting is tables. 7.5.
All right, you guys are in for a treat on this one. Kevin Nabas versus Emery Cameron from Swan Lake First Nation. This kid, Emery, he's a wicked player, man. Wicked player. And we're going to get a chance to watch him play on the TV table. Setting up the scoreboard right now. I got your scorecard right here. I don't have a pen, though, but there's a scorecard. Kevin, the best. Yeah. Huh? It's going okay. I feel like I've been sleeping the whole time, and I'm still trying to wake up, man. All right, so the scoreboard has been updated. Emery's is making his way up here right now, and Kevin is here putting his cues together. We're going to get rocking on this one. They got to flip a coin and get that kind of going first. If you're looking for some new gear, and not just for pool, but if you're looking, let's say, for other sporting events, or maybe you have like a charity event going on or something like that, check out jamupapparel.com and check out some of the products we have. I'll show you guys here a few things real quick. Here are some of the shirts from Jam Up, just so you can see some of the designs. This is Jam Up and Predator collaboration, so they have the Predator word or name on it. And Predator is one of the biggest companies out when it comes to pool, so that's why they're working together with us at Jam Up Apparel. And you can see the different designs, some really nice designs here for their shirts. They're just flipping the coin, racking the racks, and getting that going. I'll show you guys some of the women's shirts as well. You can see some of these a little bit earlier. Beautiful designs, top quality clothing, man. And if you want to personalize it, you can personalize it as well. If you have a logo, a special logo for your team, we can do that customized for you too. Get your logo on your shirt so it looks a little bit more professional. Whatever you're looking for, just let us know. We'll take care of you. I'll show you a couple more things. Here are some of the hats. So, if you're a pool player, you got to wear this one. If you love Predator, then you're going to wear this one. Beautiful hats. So just to give you guys an idea of some of the stuff they have. This is the one that I have right there. I love this hat, man. I wear it all the time. Go check them out. jamupapparel.com, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I am one of the regional sales reps here in Canada. So if you guys have any questions in regards to any of their products, looking to customize something, let me know. Message me, and I'll do my best to answer your questions and take care of you. And I guess I'll just put that up real quick while we're waiting here. So you can message me, Rod at jamupapparel.com. That's how you get a hold of me. And right now we got a promotion for get 4 shirts, get the 5th one free, or buy 4 shirts, get the 5th one free. And that code is CSI23, which you're more than welcome to use. But message me, you know, if you got a special order or maybe you ordered your stuff already and you're trying to figure out where it went or where it is. You can message me. I'll help you track it down, and I'll do my best to take care of you. Like I said, I've had some people that message me like, "Hey, I don't got a credit card, man. You know, can you get it for me under your card, and I'll just pay you." And I'll do that for some people too. I never make an order without taking the payment first, though. So if that's you, you know, just make sure that you have your payment, because I won't make that order until I receive the payment first. But I'm willing to do that for you guys too. So if you're looking for something special, you know, maybe you live in one of the northern communities where it's a little bit hard to get the stuff delivered to you, message me. You know, I can get delivered to me in Winnipeg, and then we can meet up in Winnipeg, or I can bring it out to you, whatever works for you. But if I'm bringing it out to your community, it's a long drive. You're paying for the gas, man. I'm telling you right now, gas might be getting a little bit lower, but it's still expensive, bro. All right, so this is Emery Cameron at the table right now. He's got his first crack at the table and rolled up against that 3-ball. So he's, you know, in a really tough jam here. Doesn't really have anything to shoot at or anything he can do. But he's just going to try to maintain this table and try to, you know, try to get back. Hopefully he leaves a lead here that's not going to give anything promising to his opponent, Kevin. Have a chance to be able to get back on the table and maybe win this first game. I believe this is a race to 3 also. No, this is a race to 4. So the last one was a race to 3, and I had it as a race to 4. This one's a race to 4. I have it as a race to 3. I'm kind of backwards, but it's all right. It's all right. We're surviving, man. Day number 1 of 3 days, and we're doing all right. It's now almost 10:30 at night, so I've almost survived day 1. Day 2 will be the challenging one for me. A lot of extra work, but I'm looking forward to the challenges. Yeah, he didn't really have a lot of options there. He was kind of stuck in a no-win situation. He just dealt with it as best as he could. And now he's hoping that he just gets another chance back at this table. And with the layout the way it is right now, you know, there's a good chance he is going to get another chance at this table. That's up to Kevin. You know, if he's going to fight back on this rack, maybe he can win this game here. I got to put my jacket back on because I'm cold again. I keep taking it off because I get too hot, and then I put it back on because I'm freezing. He's got to work it out. Just watching these guys play is making me miss playing pool, man. I was going to go put in some practice this week, but I was just too busy. I just didn't have the time. I do all my graphic work, right? So it takes a long time to get it done. And I'm really picky as far as the quality all the time. I don't let anything slide. I'm always trying to do top-notch work, right? So it just makes extra work for me all the time. But I don't mind. It's part of what I put out there. Yeah, that combination looks like it goes, but I mean, it kind of looks like it doesn't. It all depends if there's a gap on there or not. If there's a gap, then you should be able to make it. Yeah, he made it. I switched over too late there, but yeah, he made the combination. Now, if he's got that 11 ball, that's the shot that he's got to take next. If he had the 9, I would say you take that, but I don't think he's got the 9. And other than the 9, I think the only shot he's got available is the 14, which I don't think he can see it from where he is. So he's going to be stuck taking this 11 ball. I feel like the 9 is just in the way of that on the shot on the 14. So I believe now we're in the third round of the B side, or the B division. Third round A side of the B division. He went for the 14. He could see it. I didn't think he could see it. See, my sight's deceiving when I look through the camera's eyes. So Emery, Cameron, golden opportunity here. Bit of a mess though, you know, that 3 ball, 5 and 1 are all kind of tied up right now. It looks like he's trying to get creative here. He's going to call the 5 ball. Is he going to combo the 1 into the 5? Oh, yeah. Good shot. He wanted to get a better reward than that, though. And then that cue ball went and rolled up on that 6 ball. Well, he did have a shot, but he's ended up in a challenging spot once again. I feel like he still has a 3 ball here, though, so he's not too bad. I think what he's looking at is the 5 ball and trying to figure out how to solve that situation. Getting creative here. Looking for a cannon off the 5 into the 3 and making the 3 in the top left corner. Oh, good idea. It's not going to go in the pocket, though, so that's going to be a turnover and a chance for Kevin the Best now. Bryce, I missed a few comments. I got to go back. Bryce, this is from a long time ago, I think. I wish it would show me when the comment was made because it's been a while. Are you able to put in the caption that you don't own the rights to any of the music in the video and be covered against copyright? Yeah, you know what? Like, you can't. Like, no matter what, at the end, they're still going to end up coming after you for it. It's a really silly system. And I think I want to blame it on Metallica. I feel like I want to blame it on Metallica because one of the biggest issues that we had when it comes to copyright issues was the battle between Napster and Metallica. That's what I recall from like mid 90s or late 90s. There was a battle between them, you know, because people were like downloading from Napster, downloading for free all these songs and albums, and Metallica didn't like the fact that they weren't getting paid for any of it, so they started fighting back and created a copyright infringement act, which, you know, at the end hasn't really done much for us. Now, the worst thing about the copyright infringement is that it is solely done through software AI, right? So it's a bit of an unfair situation because the software, the AI, is going to pick up the sound of music. It's automatically going to put you in a copyright infringement. But the system, the AI, has no idea that this stuff is coming in. For example, say like a elevator speaker or a radio speaker that's just sitting above in the building that's being played from a totally different building, as an example. Or, you know, it's jukebox music that's being played by somebody that picked the song. It doesn't know all those things. So we always have to deal with these copyright issues. I've been trying to look into it. So I have a discretion in my stream at the beginning. And the reason why I put that discretion there is somewhat for that purpose, right? It wasn't really just for songs, though, because I also got copyrighted when I put on some videos about, I was doing trivia and I was doing like, you know, guess what the video was type thing. And so I did some with Rod Stewart concert, Maggie May song, and that one got me copyrighted right away. I did one with Pool Hall Junkies, the line speech at the end where Christopher Walken, I have to say Christopher Walken like he says it. He's got a cool accent. I'm Christopher Walken. But yeah, so, you know, I put that up there and I got copyrighted too because, you know, whatever, I guess Pool Hall Junkies had a copyright infringement out there. I don't know for what, but I guess they thought the movie was so good that they had to protect it, right? I don't know. I mean, the movie was pretty good, but I don't think it was better than The Color of Money. I know some of you guys are going to say, yeah, it was way better, blah, 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 you know, but I don't think it was. I think The Color of Money so far is maybe the greatest pool movie of all time, though I haven't finished watching The Hustler yet. I have heard many times people say that that is the greatest pool movie of all time. I don't know. What's your opinion? Do you feel like it's the greatest movie of all time? Or what would you consider the greatest pool movie of all time? I still think The Color of Money is the one. But there's a couple of movies I haven't watched. I haven't watched Turn of the River. I haven't watched the rest of The Hustler. I only watched about 20 minutes of it, or maybe a half hour of it. And there's another one, I believe it's called Break, which is a snooker movie that was filmed in the UK. That was just recent from like last year, I believe. So there's a few movies that I haven't watched yet, but I feel like The Color of Money is top notch, and maybe it'll always be top notch. So Kevin's starting off good on that one. Takes the first lead of the match. Richard Daigle says, yo, Rod, we can hear the music, can't make out the song, but can hear it. Yeah. So that's what like this is supposed to help. So you can hear some of it, but you can't really hear it. But believe it or not, like what you hear is enough for the copyright infringement AI to take it up and put a copyright on it. It's really crazy what they do, man. And nothing that we can do about it, right? There's nobody out there that's trying to fight back against the Copyright Infringement Act. And lots of us get affected by it, but none of us know how to fight it back, so we just kind of just take it. Smash and break. This is a nice one. He's got a great opportunity on this table. Only piece of work that he's got to do is got to open up that 6 in the 8 ball, and that's if he goes with stripes. If he goes with solids, then, you know, it's a different story, but still, that 8 ball and the 13 are tied up, and you would have to break that out anyway. No matter what, it comes down to just one breakout on this table. But positional-wise, you're looking at, you know, what's easier to finish. And I feel like the solids is the best way to go here. There's less effort with the solids. But I would start off with that 5 and try to break out that 6 ball right at the hop, because then you got the 2 balls and escape shot to the side, right? So as long as you have an escape shot, then you're okay to take a risk every now and then on the table. And this is one of those risks that I feel like you should take right off the hop, because if you make this 5 and you don't break out this 6, then at least you know where your trouble ball is, right? You shoot anything else and you try to go for the breakout from the 5 into the 6 and you miss it, now you got no other options, right? So it's almost better just to take it right at the hop so you can see whether you get it open, you can finish, or if you have to do something else to be able to get it open. Because sometimes our measurements in our heads just don't work out the same on the table. We just miss the shot by a little bit, and that's all it really takes. He's going to go with high ball. Interesting choice. Now, the reason why I didn't like high ball is just because the 14 didn't really have a pocket unless you got on top of it, which was going to be a little bit harder. However, because you're breaking out the 13 ball, there was always a possibility that he could have got that. But I really feel like the solids was the way to go on this one. Now, the only thing that I didn't like about the solids, I guess, was the 7 ball being where it is, because it only has 1 or 2 pockets available at the moment. But, you know, I guess that's all irrelevant now because he's on stripes. And options here are pretty slim too, man. He's only got the 10 ball or the 15 to play, and he's got 3 balls kind of in the middle, but he needs to use one of those to be able to open up that 13 ball. And I think the best one for that will probably be that 10 ball or 12, whatever it says above the 9 here. I think it's 12 ball. So now he's got a bit of an option here for that 14 ball anyway. It's kind of like a free swing, sort of. It really isn't, though, because, you know, if you saw this table right now, there's a good chance you may not come back to this rack. But if you're feeling gutsy and you know your banks, I guess you go for a bank right now on that 14 to the side. I don't know if that's the shot. I feel like it's not. For me, it wouldn't be, but I'm not a banker, so that's probably why. Jason Reed, Harley, Dusty Horn, welcome to the stream. What's up, Felix? How you doing, man? Felix Beardy. Q-ball has a bad roll. That's what I've seen a couple of times, actually. Some nasty rolls. What an awesome shot. That was a little bit earlier. I'm just catching up now, guys. I apologize. There's lots of people tuning in here, too, and I haven't had a chance to say hi. I apologize for that as well. Joe Gates says Hustler for sure. Yeah, and I mean, I've seen some, like, I haven't watched the whole movie, like I said, but I've seen their classic scenes, and you can see, like, it's a really good movie. You can see it. The only thing that, deters me from watching it is the fact that it's black and white. That's the only reason. And, it's all it is just, it bothers me. I'm a 70s kid, late 70s kid, but black and white was something we didn't really like back then. So I don't know. Even now, like, I watch some of these movies that try to use the black and white, effects on there. It's tough to watch, man, except for Sin City. I enjoyed watching Sin City. That was kind of the coolest movies ever because they really implemented that black and white in there perfectly. But it was more like a colorful black and white. It wasn't as black and white as some of the old school movies, like, I won't say The Hustler, but other movies like that. Color of Money, though, man, I think, it was a combination between Paul Newman and Tom Cruise. I think they did such a great job together acting it out. And I feel like that's what made that movie a classic, right? Tom Cruise has played an incredible role. There was a lot of guys actually that played key roles in that movie that made that movie so successful, which is why, I really came to appreciate that movie altogether as a production. One of the movies that I kind of don't really remember too well, which I think tells me how bad of a movie it was called Nine Ball. And that was that was one of the only pool movies that had Freddie Prinze Jr. in it at the time. Which, if you know Freddie Prinze Jr., you shouldn't know about him anymore if you're, younger. But Freddie Prinze Jr. back then was like the go-to romantic movie girl chick flick guy. So anytime that he made a movie, it was always like romantic somehow and chick flick somehow because he was involved in it. Well, when they put him in the pool movie Nine Ball, I thought there's no way they can do that. It's pool. They found a way to do that. And that instantly became one of my least favorite pool movies to watch. I only watched it the once and I'm like, never again. Kind of like, what's that one that just came out? What's that one that just came out? You guys know which one I'm talking about. Something Joe. Oh man, that movie was so horrible. I barely watched it, and I can't even remember the name. It was so bad that I'm trying to forget what it was called. Walk Away Joe or something. I can't remember. I think that's what it's called. Walk Joe. That one was, oh my god. I actually watched it because I'm one of those guys that believes like when something's really bad, there's got to be a good ending. Well, I'm wrong. I should know better. I watch a lot of Stephen King movies. I should know better. Now, there's a guy that can't finish a movie right. Stephen King. A great writer, man. Honestly, he's made so many great movies too. But the endings, oh my god. You got to find an ending, my friend. Just find one good ending for one of your movies and you'll be a classic. Until then, tough to watch. Tamara McKay, how you doing? Gene Peacock says, I tried watching The Hustler and I'm with you. Couldn't handle the black and white. I know, and maybe it's one of those things, I don't know, because I watched it in the evening all the time, right? Every time that I try to watch it was in the evening. And maybe that's just the wrong time of day to watch black and white. Maybe you're supposed to watch black and white first thing in the day. I don't know. Or in the afternoon. But it had that, like, I need to go to sleep effect. And that's the thing, is like, I know Paul Newman's a great actor, right? And I know that the movie got lots of great reviews from so many people. But I don't know, man. I'm a color dude, not a black and white dude. Not bad. He's got the shot to the corner. Also the shot to the side if he wants it. He can decide which way he goes. I think the side's a little bit easier here. Some people might take the corner, but the corners are the more missable shot, so the side is the better option. And you can play this a little bit light. You don't have to play it too heavy, that way you don't lose the cue ball. You try to control it perfectly for the 8 ball. Look at the position on the 8. It was perfect. So Emery Cameron at the table now. He gets a break. Not something he was expecting. But he'll do his best to capitalize on it. Takes the 13. has position on the 12 and the 9. He can finish whichever way he wants here. There's no wrong way of doing it unless you come up short on the shot. But other than that, taking the 9 or taking the 12, they both work for the finish. If you're off angle here, then you're supposed to play off a couple of rails to get better position, or you can just roll it up and settle for a back cut. You're just gonna roll it and leave it there for the back cut. As long as it plays with topspin, he should be good. Center ball can scratch, or bottoms can scratch. Well, if you're gonna put bottoms with a draw, then that's okay. That will work. So we're tied at 1. Kids on the board. It is a race to 4. So a race to 3 left between these guys. And I'm pretty sure this is like the A-side quarterfinal now. Cassie Star, how you doing? Dale Tingley, welcome to the stream. Cindy Woodhouse Nippenack, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a great evening, great weekend so far. I know we're only on Friday, but you know, most people celebrate the weekend as soon as they get off work on Friday. Smash and break, and he made a ball. He's got an opening shot here. Options for solids or stripes. The solids are what he's looking at it, and I don't blame him. I like the layout on it. Actually, I like the layout on both, but the solids seem doable. The biggest concern he's got really is that 3 ball, which he can try to get up to right away. Looks like he's made his assessment, has made a decision on how he's going to approach this table. Just enough to get over that 15 ball for a shot on the 4. He's got a proper angle here to be able to come over for the 5. What he's got to do is he's got to figure out the shot on the 3 ball, which is going to be the hardest shot on this table. He's looking at it right now to see whether or not he can cheat this past that 10, or if he's got to go off the rail off the 10. It's mainly been all B division matchups so far today. I don't know if I'm going to get any A division matchups anymore. I did have one earlier. That was at the beginning. And then other than that, they've all been B division. And I haven't had any ladies division matches yet either, but they've been playing pretty fast pace. And every time that this table opens up for somebody to come on and play, they've already been playing the match. So it just hasn't worked out. Well, they're supposed to stop matches at 11, but I don't think that's going to happen. We're almost there. Way to go, Emery, says Terry Scott. Alicia Don, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. George Nobunk, what's up, man? How you doing? Maurice Lewis says that was a nice. Any hockey streams wants to know, Dale. Not as of yet, but I am going to be doing some hockey streaming, I think either tomorrow or Sunday. For sure Sunday. I'm not sure about tomorrow, but I think tomorrow as well. I'm a little bit nervous about it. I got a scoreboard all good to go, so I'm not nervous on that end. I'm not nervous on the end of streaming the match or matches. I am nervous on the whether or not I should be commentating on hockey. And the only reason why is because I'm not a hockey player. I'm a hockey fan. So as a viewer, I understand the game really well. But as a player, I don't have that inside knowledge that can help me dictate what's happening on the ice and why, which is, you know, kind of important if you're doing commentary. David Johnson, how you doing? Cecil, Reds, Blake, welcome to the stream. Reese Lewis wants to know, hey Rod, how you doing tonight? You can kind of tell I'm a little tired, man. I'm a little tired. I slept 6 hours. I've been extremely busy over the last little while with graphic works since not this weekend this weekend that went by last week. It's been almost 2 weeks that I've been doing it. And then I drove here with 6 hours sleep, and it was kind of rough, man. But I'm here. I'm almost done here. And if they do shut it down at 11, that means I'm going to be able to go to my room soon and do some of my graphic work quickly and try to get some rest because I got to be back here tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, nice try. Nice try. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. How you doing, Reese? Other than, you know, being tired, I'm doing pretty good. Legs are still kind of messy, though, you know. Not able to play pool yet, but I managed to play a couple of weeks of league, so that was kind of nice. Although, you know, it kind of sucks when you play league. And I'm not saying that league sucks, but I'm saying it kind of sucks when you play league when you're not really playing much and all you get to do is shoot for league. Because if you shoot well, it doesn't matter. If you shoot bad, it still doesn't matter. So it kind of like takes away a little bit, you know, from I don't know, the hunger when you're playing, right? Because like almost everything really doesn't matter when you're playing league. Stats don't really matter. At least the good players' stats don't really matter. I've never met a premier level player or a top level player that goes around, you know, talking about how many trophies they got. They usually don't. They don't really care for that stuff. I don't really care for it either. I did try starting this year, like being a stat chaser. So I was trying to, like, you know, play better and run tables out. And I found myself getting a little bit overwhelmed because of it, because I was expecting perfection every night. And I don't know, I kind of quickly walked away from it. I said, whatever, you know, just enjoy the game for whatever you can enjoy it for and leave it at that. So I'm doing my best going out there playing, you know, when I can. But I miss playing. I miss playing competitive, man. I want to play in a tournament. I just know I can't handle it. Physically, I can't. Tight spot to be in here. Yeah, I don't know if he can make it from there, but he's looking at rolling this up all the way to the left side rail and then hopefully get a back cut on it, which is probably the best opportunity that he can come up with here, but it's going to be a tight window. He's got to make sure he gets right to that rail. We have the perfect window here for the 14. He should be able to come across for the 8-ball here. Smart to run off the rail into the 5. I was thinking about getting clean on the shot, but this is smart because he's running to that 5-ball. It stopped the cue ball, and it's giving him a fairly straight line to the bottom right corner on this 8-ball. Yeah, I can feel the fatigue setting in now. My eyes are getting all blurry and starting to feel it. Right when I was talking about how I'm surviving the day, I'm starting to break down. 2-1, Emery Cameron in the lead. I'm doing good yourself. Thanks for asking, says Reese. Right on, man. I'm happy for you. Nowadays, you know, you got to be happy when people are doing good, man. A lot of people out there are not. And I'm not saying, like, you know, they're having bad days. I'm just saying life is a little tough for a lot of people right now with the inflation and everything. Which I still can't understand how that works. I don't know if you guys are experts in that kind of stuff, but how does that really work? You know, they inflate the prices because gas prices went up like crazy, but then the gas prices went down for the last couple of weeks. They've been down, and the prices are still going up on food and stuff. I'm not exactly sure how inflation works, but I thought inflation was all due because of things like, you know, the gas prices being up so steep. costing everybody more money to deliver and to be able to create these products when the restaurants, right? So I figured it'd be more expensive because of that, but I don't know.
Pool, CUESPORTS.
Rack number 4, a smash and break again. He made a solid. I'm not sure if he's lost the cue ball or not. Well, the cue ball's in the top left corner. So he did not lose it, and he made a ball off the break, so he's got a chance here to be able to open up. Advanced School playing right now, too. Emery Cameron. Is he playing against Curtis Fedorowicz? I think he is. Dr. Feelgood. Brian Finneran says, safe, safe, safe. All the good players lean on that, you know, just so you know. Oops. All the good players, they will always lean on a safety when they need it. They never really go for everything unless it's there. And even then, the really good players don't always go for everything. Sometimes they question themselves a few times before they go for it. I guess you got to find your, you know, pattern, what works best for you, your rhythm. Jose El Patas Alfaro, bienvenido and welcome to the stream. Cornelius Lopez, what's up, man? Mr. Mike Orvis. What's happening, brother? He's working things out here. He's got one big problem ball still that he needs to solve. It's the one sitting between the 7 and the 5. He's going to open it up right here. Get out there. Oh, and look at this. It would have ended up, you know, perfectly as far as a shot to the bottom right corner. It actually worked out perfectly for the bottom left right now, too, if he wants to take that instead. Trying to do his best to hold position there. I don't know what you do here. I kind of like taking the shot on the 14 ball and trying to get the breakout on the 13 or just a shape positional shot on the 13. I don't know if I like the 11 ball. It's not too bad, though. I mean, if you make and you hold the cue ball there, that's not bad, but you're kind of jacking up over the 6 ball, and it's a little bit harder of a shot that way. I like the shot to the corner that he's looking at now. I think that's better. Don Churchill, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Jan Brillantes, welcome to the stream. Check out on our YouTube peeps. Say what's up. Thomas Tubal says no issues here. That was from earlier. Amy Vickers, how you doing? Already secured. No worries. Already secured. No worries. I don't know if he's got the shot to the corner. He might have the shot to the side, though. And the thing here, though, is he has, like, no real room to cue this cue ball to come back up for that 8 ball. That 5 ball's on the way, and there's a small window between the 5 and the 2, which is going to have to be where he hits it, I think. Unless he can draw this back if he makes it to the corner, but I think he's stuck going on the side. Good idea. Just didn't work out. Kevin the Best will get a chance at this table now. He's just looking to tie things up on rack number 4. How you doing, Don? Derek Spotter, how you doing? Says, hey, Rod, any idea of how the Dwight W versus Dan W game is going. Trying to see where Dwight is playing. I don't think they're playing right now. I don't see them playing right now. So I'm not sure. I'm going to go ask them to see where I can find the challenge bracket. And then I'm going to post it on here for you guys. So you guys will have a chance to be able to check out the challenge bracket. I'll just be real quick about it. All right, so it's under DNWF Pool 2023. Oh, but there you go. Thank you, Shannon McKay. I already posted my, I'll pin yours on here and remove my pin for my YouTube channel because this is a little bit more important than my subscriptions right now. People are wanting to find out what's going on with the matches. And there's your answers, guys. Looks like Kevin tied this one up at 2. So this has become now a race to 2 between these guys. Barry McLean wearing glasses. That's a first. I haven't seen him wear glasses ever, man. I'm going to go bug him about it right away. Oh, and he's playing against Hader Capo. That's a tough matchup for him. All right. So we're moving into rack number 5 now, tied at 2. Kevin the best to break, looking for a big break on this one. I don't think he made a ball. Or did he? Yeah, he went to grab his playing cue, so he made a ball. He's been consistent on making a ball, so I was going to be a little bit surprised if he didn't make one. Sidney Merchant Jr., how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Nice shot, says Don. Junior Carpenter, how you doing? And Garnett Green, welcome to the stream. Albedo Triana Cardona, bienvenido. Welcome. Blossom Spence, how you doing? He was trying to take that down table and back up to break out that 6 and the 5. He had a great plan, but just scratched the ball in the pocket instead. So a ball in hand here for Emery Cameron. And everything is kind of opened up for him here. He just has to figure out how he's going to approach this first. And one of the things I'm looking at as a concern, sort of, it's a slight concern, not too much, is where that 15 is. The other one, I guess, would be the 13 ball. I actually like starting off with the 13 ball here to get her out of the way. and then maybe take on that 10 after that, or sorry, the 12 after that. Or maybe you can just start off with the 12 right now and then take the 13 ball. That would work. So, let's see. All right, so I'm just going to do a couple of quick arrows here to show you guys. So, we put the cue ball right here, right? You make this shot here to the side. You get the cue ball to come over here after that, right? And then from there, you take that, make that to the corner, right? From here, you just try to stop the cue ball somewhere around this area. So you can make this ball next, and then you make the 10, and then you come off with the 10 to make that last one on the side. There's a lot of lines there. But just to show you guys how it kind of should be played. This is okay too, the way he's playing it here is not bad, but you know, he's going to have a little bit of a challenge up there when it comes to that 13 and 12. Oh, and that was a 1 or a 9 ball down there. I thought that was a 1, so I would have been wrong on my pattern. We'll see if this works out for him though. Alright, so looks like he's decided to play the shape for the 13 in the top right corner, but he came up a little bit short. So he'll be taking the 9 ball now, trying to set up for the 13. Excuse me, and it looks like he's going to overhit that a little bit. Now, the problem with this is that he can make a shot on the 13 ball, but position on that 12 is going to be a little bit harder. Unless you make that 13 to the bottom right corner, then you can maybe hold shape for that 12 ball. But even if you do, you still got to find a shot on the 8 ball, which really there's no shot on it right now. Back 13 to the corner is really the only option he's got available. I gotta take this off. They stopped playing music again, so I'll bring back the atmosphere on the stream. Oh, such a small window. I don't even know how that happened. I mean, I don't know. Let's take a look from the side view. You can see it's like almost impossible for that cue ball to go in between that 8 ball and that 3 ball like it just did. Crazy, crazy, crazy. See, when things like that happen at the table, I feel like the pool gods are in the building because they're the only kind of, you know, force out there that can do that kind of stuff to pool players. And I don't know if that's even a thing, man, but I feel like every player that's ever been messed with on the pool table believes in a pool god. I know I do. I also believe in the pool gods because usually whenever I go somewhere, they follow me around and they bring all this crazy action to me. So far, it's been kind of quiet, but I see that they're here now. A little bit too late. We're getting down to the end of the last matches now. But maybe they'll stick around for tomorrow and they'll bring on a great day of pool for tomorrow. Come on, kid, make the shot. Oh, great try, but it's going to be a ball in hand for Kevin the Best. I was going to say, if he makes that shot, man, I know the pool gods are here for sure because they wanted to create some excitement, but he missed the shot, so I'm not sure anymore. Ernie Romero, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Dixie Pinchback says, okay, Rod, I am now watching this from bed. Now we can see if your voice lulls me to sleep. I'm telling you, I'm becoming more known for that than anything. And you know, it's always the ladies that say that. It's never a guy that says, hey man, your voice is so soothing, I pass out to it. It's the girls that say it, right? So it's a compliment. I take it as a compliment, but it makes me wonder, you know, because sometimes like I'll stream late at night, like it's gonna end late at night, and then I'll do like a closeout, right? So when I bring up my closeout screen, usually I'll talk a little bit there too, like a radio guy, right? I'll make a couple of quick, you know, jabs or whatever, and you know, let people know how they can get a hold of me, that kind of stuff. But when I do a stream earlier in the day, when it finishes not late at night, usually by then, like, I'll get to that ending part and there's like nobody there, right? Like a lot of people are just like, oh, okay, the stream's over, I'm out of here. But you know, when I stream late, and I'm doing the closeout, like I'll see that there's like 29 people still watching or 40 people still watching as I'm saying nonsense to close out the night. And I used to think, cool, man, these guys are like fans. They want to listen to my outro, right? They want to listen to me talk nonsense before I go. And now I know that everybody is just passed out watching me. Those 49 people were never watching me. They were just passed out. They fell asleep to my voice, man. I'm sorry. But thank you for making me feel special. I wish that voice would work on my kids, you know. The only voice they get, you know, or the only voice they listen to is when I step on my voice and I'm like, hey, get to bed right now. Other than that, they never listen. But I'm going to start, you know, just, I don't know, singing to them or whispering some poetry in a really, really calm, mellow tone so that way they can fall asleep to my voice too. We'll see if it works. I'm only playing around, by the way. I'm just kidding. Daniel Reeves, how you doing? Crazy Pool God says, Don. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, when they're around, I can feel it. I know it. I see all the weird things that happen, but they haven't really been around today, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. Maybe they're waiting, you know. Maybe they went and they said, well, you know, it's too early. It's Friday. I'm going to come back tomorrow. We'll see. Tomorrow's a team event, so we're going to see lots of exciting matchups. We're going to see the finals tomorrow, too, for all the singles. There's different singles that are ending tomorrow. There's ladies, I think, ends at 4:30. That's the final. It starts at 4:30. I believe the A division starts at 4, and then they got a bunch of matches going on throughout the day. And then the team event starts at 5. So you guys are going to have a lot of great pool throughout the weekend, throughout tomorrow. And the pool gods will make themselves known. They usually do. They don't like missing out on the fun events. Makes the 8 ball, takes the lead, and most importantly, he's on the hill. 3-2, breaking for the match, and rack number 6. Yes, sing to your kid. I try singing to my kids, but the problem, like when they were babies, when they were like newborn babies, they all fell asleep to my singing all the time, right? The problem is that when they get older, like they don't listen the same way. So when they listen to me sing, instead of them listening to my voice so they can soothe them to make them fall asleep, they listen to the lyrics and start singing with me. And now I can't put them to sleep because instead of me trying to get them to sleep, we have a concert every night. So I try not to sing to them no more. And my kids are aspiring artists, you know. One of them wants to be a musician. The other one wants to be an artist, like a singer on the stage, right? So we'll see. And there's a difference between a musician and an artist. An artist just sings, a musician plays his own music or her own music. I'm missing my little dude right now, you know. Usually every night whenever I'm home, you know, him and I hang out and we have conversations, even though he's only a newborn, you know, only a couple months old, but we have conversations, man, and he never really makes any sense, but I pretend that he does, you know, and he just gets into it. He feels like he's making a statement every time he talks to me. So I'm thinking about him right now. This is getting a little bit later. It'll probably be, well, when he was born, I was gone for the first weekend he was born because I was gone to Swan Lake for a tournament out there, and now this weekend I'm gone again for this tournament. That was kind of the hardest one, was when he was first born and I had to go out of town. But, you know, when somebody calls me to go out and do an event, to me that's important, just like anything else in life. And I figured I was going to be able to see my son at some point after anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And luckily for me, he came before I had to go out of town, because he was going to be born after I was out of town or while I was out of town, but he happened to be born before I went out of town, so it was really good. I was able to be there for the delivery. He needs to draw back a little bit here. I'm not sure if he actually wants to do that though, because doing that is going to leave him a sharp angle cut on that 4 ball or 2, whatever's on the top rail. Yeah, he might be better off. Well, that 1 ball kind of helps you get onto the 5 ball, though, so I'm not sure you really want to take that on. The 7 ball might have been better there. So what he's looking at now is just trying to get onto that 2 or 4. That's what he's looking at. And this 5 ball looks like it's a shot that you can maybe cheat past the 8 ball, so he's actually considering that too. Yeah, on this table you can do that, man. That's what he was going for. Never do that on a diamond or on a snooker table. Oh, he's going to miss the 6 ball, though. And Kevin will get his chance to be able to tie things up here and take it to the last game. He's got a little bit of work to do, though. Mainly that 15 and the 13 ball are the ones that he's got to worry about. And I guess that 14 ball also, which is sitting next to the 3. Yeah, if I was him, I'd take a little walk to the top and see what options are from the top down, because I feel like maybe you can just make this 10 ball and then set up shape for the 15 to the bottom right corner, which will open up that 15 and 13 for you. If you play that properly, you might be able to get the shape for the 14 as well from there. Yeah, he must have looked at that. He must have, seen that. Or maybe he can make the 15 ball in the pocket right now, too. That's what he's looking at. So if he can't make that 15, he's just going to take this up table to the middle of the table, and that should be enough. He's got an angle here to be able to break into that 3 and 14. He missed the shot, though, so it's irrelevant. But he did have the angle there for it. And now that miss right there is going to, change things quite a bit on this table, because he's created a couple of messy areas here. And though Emery will have a chance to be able to figure it out first. I want to give a shout out here to Shanna McKay for looking out today and supplying the challenge brackets on the streams. I appreciate it. Frank Berg, how you doing? Devin Morley, welcome to the stream. Oops. By the way, if this is your first time watching the stream with me, and you never heard of CUESPORTS Live or myself, make sure you guys follow and like our page, or go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll be notified every single time that I go live, or we go live if you follow our Facebook page. We all stream on the same Facebook page, but on YouTube they have their streaming channel, and then I have my own personal one now. Not what he was trying to do. Not happy about it. He's in a bad spot. Best thing you can do now is just try to take a kick shot at the 6 ball or that 7, but I don't know. I'm just thinking you go down here, you try to hit into this, And then if you hit this properly, the cue ball should end up somewhere around here. The other option, I guess, also would be maybe like a jump shot on the 7 or the 6. If you're going to jump, I think I'm still taking the jump at the 6. Well, maybe not. I think I take the jump at the 7 ball, because if you don't make the 7 ball, you're likely going to leave your opponent hooked anyway. But if you make the 7 ball, you know, you're gonna be tough to be able to make that 6 and break out that 3. In a sense, you don't really want to make this shot. You kind of just want to get the good hit on it. Great attempt, but too much power. Now that's going to leave a shot on the 12. Or wait, the 7's coming to the rescue. Ooh, talk about a nice little bounce on that one. Whatever you do, you just don't want to open up that 3 ball. I like this call here. Even if it doesn't go in, it's not a bad choice. It's going to go in, though. It looked like it was close to that 8 ball. I didn't think he had the opportunity, but he did. I'm going to go find out if there's another match on the TV table or if this is it. Or maybe I'll wait. These guys are pretty close to finishing this game. One player's on the hill, the other one's trying to get on it. Shot to the side is good. Position on the 15 ball is good. 8 ball's just waiting for the finish here. Makes the 8, ties up the match at 3. It's Hill. Coming down to the last rack number 7. Kevin the best to breaking for the match. All right, folks, so this is going to be the last match of the day. And after this, I'm going to wrap up my equipment, put everything away, and then we'll call it a reset for the night. Come back tomorrow with lots of action for you guys. Lots and lots of action. Oh, I'm running out of breath, man. Usually, you know, these hill matches are usually a little bit interesting like this. You know, it's either a smash and break and a run out, or it's going to be a back and forth lockdown grind out match. And that's kind of where these guys are at right now. I'm looking to play a safety here on the 9, just letting her know that the 9 ball's not frozen to the rail. Smart. You know, you don't really want to start off a table where you don't really have any advantages on. And you don't really want to play a safety that's not going to get you back on the table. So he's done good there, made a good choice. And yeah, his opponent's going to call just a safety back. Now he's going to try to lock him up behind that 6 ball. Yeah, great shot. That's a smart shot right there. And he's kind of tied up his hands now because he's forced to go for something now, which is going to open up the table a little bit more. What you're supposed to do here, if there's a gap between the 6 and the cue balls, you take that cue ball either up into that stripe and freeze it up, or you take it down table to freeze it up down to the bottom of the table. We'll see what he does here. He's going to come up short on the shot. Turns the table over. Kevin taking a look at the setup here and to see what he can choose to take and how he's going to play this pattern out. No matter what, there's a little bit of work on this table. And that's the 8 ball that's sitting in the top left corner, so it's not on a good spot right now either. Billy Thompson playing against Larry Hunter. What a great matchup those two are having right now, too. That's an A division matchup. I gotta say, I was a little bit surprised that I didn't get any of the A division matchups or any of the ladies division matchups today. But I'm sure I'm gonna get some of that stuff tomorrow. In all fairness, though, usually the A division players are the ones that get spotlighted in the tournament, so it's kind of nice for a change that the B division players get a chance to be able to get spotlighted too. I would like to see some of the ladies matches, though. You know, I'm a big supporter of female pool players. I want to see them prosper and do well. And there's so many great players, you know, that I've met so far in my journey as a promoter of the game. Especially when I went out to Red Deer and I got to meet all the pro ladies out there. That was awesome, man. Got to see a lot of why they're so good and their mentalities, and it's cool, man. It's cool to see them, you know, progressing and doing so well in pool. Because you never really used to hear much about the ladies tournaments back in the day, right? I mean, there was some of them, but you just didn't hear as much about them. But now you hear about them more and more. And you know, partial of that is because of the fact that, you know, they're more out there and playing more, and there's more events for them and stuff that are being covered. But I think a lot of it has to do with the newer generation female players that are coming out that they're social media savvy. They're drawing attention towards them, and you know, and they're doing some really good things right now for the development of female pool in the professional world. Makes the 1 off the rail, off the 8. He's got to position himself here for the 3 ball next, and then he's got to find a finishing shot on the 6 ball, which is not going to be easy to do. I missed the shot. They didn't really have the shot on the 3-ball either. Just left Kevin the chance here, but Kevin still needs to figure out this table as well. The 10-ball's tied up to the 6. Other than that, everything else is kind of open for him, but he's got to get pretty precise shape on that 11 and 9 unless he opens them up like he just did. That's going to change the table a little bit. Thank you to everyone that tuned in today to watch the streams and that liked and shared the streams. I really appreciate it, guys. Leon Robert Silly Boy, how you doing, man? Says, where was this event, Rod Arriagada? This is out in Brandon, Manitoba at Keystone Centre. It's 2023 Dakota Nation Winterfest, so this is something that's held yearly, and it's a massive event. It's a massive event. If you ever want to come out and try it out, it's open to anyone and everyone, so come on down and just sign up. It's usually around the same time of year, right? So I don't know what the dates are for next year. They haven't said anything yet, but once they do set it up and they do advertise it, I'll make sure that I share my own personal stream or my own personal page so you guys can check it out. Come on and play. Leslie Coruscant, how you doing? Lindy Lou Woo wants to know, what time is your stream starting tomorrow, Rod? The matches start at 9. I'm hoping that I can get set up by then. But the thing is that for me to be set up for 9, I have to be up by 7:30, be down here by 7:30 so I can get set up. I don't know if they're going to give me access that early. So if they don't give me access to be able to set up that early, then the earliest I can probably be going by is like 10 o'clock in the morning. But everybody's supposed to start at 9 tomorrow, so chances are people are going to be let in here around 8 or 8:30. And if everything goes as planned, I should be on the stream or streaming by 9. Oh, no, look at this. Oh, he thought that was going to push that 8-ball in, and so did I, man. I thought that was going right in that pocket. You don't want to lose a match like that, man. Never. Never, never. That's a heartbreaker. Shannon McKay Tracy says, much thanks for the great streaming and commentating, Rod. You're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I try to be consistent in my work, like I say, and educational and somewhat funny, but I really kind of focus more on the teaching side of things, right? And hopefully that, you know, I help some players out. And I know I'm not going to be able to help everyone because there's a lot of great players out there also, but there are some players that are up and coming, and you know, the teaching stuff that I do is for you. Right? It's for you to be able to have a chance to be able to understand how to improvise your game and how to get better on the table competitively. But I always wonder, you know, like, what if I have like a room full of people that are advanced players and, you know, they're going to look at me like, shut up, dude. We all know what you're talking about. You don't need to explain everything. I never had that happen yet where somebody's like, hey, you know, I already know. Shut up. But, you know, I've had people tell me to shut up in a kinder way. I try to be consistent, though. And I really, really try not to throw any nonsense out there, like information that's just not going to help a player get better or learn from whatever's going on the table. I do my best to avoid that. But every now and then, you know, I guess the bullshitter's always going to bullshit at some point, right? And I'm not really one of those, but in a sense I kind of am, because every now and then I may make the wrong call. Yeah, he's decided to get into a lock-up grind-out match, and it's a good choice. I mean, they're on Hill. Whoever wins here gets a better position for tomorrow. Yeah, a little bit closer to getting into the good money, too. So if that means him having to control this table and try to figure things out with a safety play, then that's what he's going to have to do. I feel like, you know, if he wanted to get risky, he can play a 3-ball combination, but I don't think that's going to benefit him in any way, so you really don't want to do that. What I do like here maybe is trying to play a safety onto the 10 that's tied up to the 6-ball, banking that 6-ball up, and then maybe trying to get that cue ball to stick on the right side, off the cushion, back into that 10-ball. I don't know if I have enough time to show you here, but so I'm thinking you take this from here, right? You hit that, and then you get the cue ball to come off this ball and then back this way, and then the 6-ball is going to go back Highway, right? So it's not really gonna. You're not really gonna sell out because he's not gonna have the shot on the 3-ball anyway. So it's a good chance to be able to open up that ball. Now what he's decided to do is just gonna play a shot here where he has something to break out into all this stuff. But he's going to need the perfect angle on that 15 ball to do that. So I'm not sure that's really going to help him too much. However, he's locked up in the 3 and the 6 ball fairly well. He's given him a shot on the 2 ball that doesn't really go anywhere. So he's made a really smart shot. I just don't know if it's going to be the reward that he's looking for, though, because of the layout on the table. I felt like maybe, a good safety there might have been the answer, but we'll see. This is a good safety. Maybe this is the answer. Oh, look at this shot. What a shot. That was a huge shot. It's not going to get him anything, really, but he made a nice shot, and that's going to give him some confidence, which counts for something. Joey Boyle says, tell Emery he's lucky. Shannon McKay says, hopefully Johnny Baptiste and Fabian Louison. Yeah, that'd be a nice matchup. There's a lot of great A-division matchups that happen throughout the whole day today. Hayden Beezer, welcome to the stream. Reynold Cook, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Season Mandy Klein, welcome to the stream. Reginald Martinez, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Dixie Pinchback says, I thank you for your teachings. Have a tryout coming up soon for the Alberta 55 plus games. Hopefully some of your teaching helps me. It should. I try to teach a little bit between skill and mentality, right? So there's going to be a lot of pointers that are going to come up in your match or in your trial, and you'll see that, oh yeah, that's right, I should be doing this. And there is a lot of people that, I kind of talk to about the streaming and what they learn, and a lot of them kind of give me the same feedback that they actually learn quite a bit from it, and they enjoy the way I teach the game through my medium, right, the streaming. Personally, I think I'm a way better coach in person, but and the reason why is because I get into detail about teaching the player what it is that they're learning, right? So, and I make sure that they learn the right way. They're not just saying, yeah, I know, but then they don't know, and then you're like, okay, well, so I taught you, we're done. No, when you come to me and you learn from me, I make sure you learn, right? I do my best to just be thorough on my teaching. And I feel like with the streaming, it doesn't quite cut it. It's not the same as when I teach in person. But yeah, you're very welcome, Dixie, and I hope it goes well for you. And Dale Childs, how you doing? Erwin York, Trudy Big Plume. Trudy Big Plume, related to Joe Big Plume by any chance? And I don't know Joe, but I heard that Joe Big Plume was a huge wicked player in the snooker era. Like one of those guys that was just unstoppable every time he played. If you are, it's a pleasure to meet you. And if you're not, well, pleasure to meet you as well. Braden Sugashi, welcome to the stream. Is it Sugashi? Welcome to the stream. Neil Sasakamus. Hey, bro. How'd your daughter make out? Because I seen that she beat Yvette.
She's on the A side.
You won the A side?
She won again.
So she's in the A side final now, or?
I don't think so. Somewhere there.
Fuck, she's playing good, man. She's only gonna get better too, man. And the fact that she's competing against these players, that she feels like we're better players than her, it's gonna make her more confident and want to play more.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to put them on pedestals.
That's the problem with every player that comes up. They don't understand how good they are until they are.
I think the best has a card, right?
Yeah, I think so.
She's 17. She beat a pro.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I'm pretty sure she does, yeah. Promises, man, that's all. Good future. That's awesome.
Hopefully I'll get a good breakfast. She's eating damn candy apple now.
Yeah, well, that's not good. It's gonna get you sleep, man. Candy apple? That's gonna keep you up for like 3 hours, at least. Yeah, make sure you get some good breakfast for tomorrow, and get some good rest tonight. They say, like, when I talk to Kelly Fisher, you know who Kelly Fisher is? She's like the world #1 right now for pool.
that's what she recommended. But I thought she's crazy, but she says, yeah, like it's kind of like pro players. Like they have afternoon naps and stuff too, just so they're more mentally balanced when they're playing, right? There's something to
That's
that.
what I do.
It just makes you more mentally aware. Yeah, and don't take no sugar dumps because those are the worst. I went to Regina and played in the Western Canadians, and I smashed like 4 points. I was on those half-hour drinks and those what do they call those things from ice caps from Tim Hortons? Oh yeah. And I punished these guys like crazy. But then I stopped for after an hour. I couldn't make a ball. I was so down, and my sugar dump was so bad. I couldn't focus. It was bad. I got slaughtered after beating these guys that I should have never beat. I got slaughtered by a guy that I should have beat easily. It's crazy how that works. Like your body when you're playing, you got to be careful on that stuff. And that's why you see like a lot of these top players, they don't drink alcohol. Right? Because those are all things that have sugar that throw your body out. Usually they just drink water and that's it. It's a discipline, man. It's kind of boring. Candy apples are better.
Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah.
See you guys. All right, so that's going to conclude the match. I don't even know who won. I got to go back and see who won now. Oh my God, I'm so bad. But I was talking to Earl about his daughter. His daughter beat Yvette Capo, and and it's a special thing, right? Like his daughter's a really good player. Yeah, I can't see who won, but you guys know who won. I got to go back and keep looking. I guess they must have finished that rack a little while ago because I'm still going back and I can't find it. Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry, I just gotta figure out who wants so I can make it official. You guys can probably tell me. And this Facebook app, it rewound it for like a whole hour. I'm going forward by 10 seconds here. I was pretty good in that match. I was keeping up with everything that was going on. Then I missed the ending. So it was Emery that won that match. Good job, man. The Cameron family is out to win. Both son and daughter of Earl Cameron have won their matches and still alive in the tournament. And he's still alive in the tournament too. Good job, guys. Well, I didn't get a chance to have a highlight for the end of the day, so we missed on the highlight. There was no highlight of the day today either. There's a couple of good shots, but nothing that I would call a highlight of the day. And, I got standards, right? So I try to fit my standards most of the times. But if it's a really exciting shot, I might let it slide. Check out the last highlight. And this was this little bank here on the 2-ball cross bank that Joey Boyo called Emery lucky on. Yeah, that was a good shot, though. It's got potential for a highlight of the day, I guess. But it wasn't like the super exciting, crazy shot that I love to get, man. It was just a really nice shot, that's all. Well, that's going to be it for today, guys. I'm going to make this quick here. If you guys want to hire me to come out and do an event for you guys, whether it's pool or something else, let me know. CSLmanitoba@gmail.com or Rod Arriagada if you want to add me on Facebook. And I'm not afraid to take on challenges. So if there's something out there that you want to get streamed that you're thinking, well, this guy does pretty good work, I wonder if he can handle this, I will. Just give me a shout. Let me know. I'll come out and take care of it. What else do we got? Well, I guess, if you guys, I'll do this too. If you guys want to support my work, you can do so via PayPal or e-transfer, and that's at cslmanitoba@gmail.com, which is the same email for you to get a hold of me if you want me to come out and cover an event for you. All right, don't be shy to message me if you're looking for somebody good. I'm your man. And yeah, that's going to be it for now, guys. We're going to do our usual pool wisdom. The more you sweat and practice, the less you'll bleed in battle. Get to those tables and become the champion within. Your time is coming, but not until you decide to put that time on the table first. And you got to put in lots of time. I mean, the average player that wants to become good plays between 5 to 8 hours a day. The ones that are just trying to become a little bit better will put in 3 hours twice a day or twice a week or 3 times a week. But if you want to get really good, you're looking at 3 to 5 hours every day, 5 days a week. It's what it takes to become a champion within. Don't just be going out there to ball bang either. Work on specifics and grow in your game. Because when you're going out there ball banging, you're not doing nothing for yourself. But when you're working on specifics, you're becoming a champion within. And that's what we want for you. That's what we ask for you. to be is a champion within. That's going to be it for now. If you guys want to add me or follow me on Facebook, you know my name, Rod Arriagada. I'll say it again just in case if you don't. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would like to see you subscribing to my channel. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's a bit of a challenge, and you know, if I can get up there, I will definitely do something special for all the subscribers, because I got a full list of all the subscribers, and I'll make sure that it's worth your guys' time. Not that I'm trying to bribe you, but I'm just saying, you know, I'll make it worth your while if you're trying to support my work. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, make sure you guys follow me or add me on Facebook. I'll definitely accept, unless you're one of the spamming people, then I'll get rid of you, of course. And if you haven't watched us before on Facebook, this is your first time checking us out, make sure you guys like and follow our page on Facebook as well. You'll get notified every single time that we go live, and we do go live a lot. That's going to be it for now. I got to wrap up things here and take down my equipment, go upstairs, do some resetting for tomorrow, and tomorrow will be a busy day. I hope you guys enjoyed the coverage, man. It's been a good day, a lot of great pool. Tomorrow, it's only going to get better. It's going to be exciting. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you guys tune in to watch it. That'll be it for now. We'll see you guys at the tables next time, which will be tomorrow morning. Have a good night, everyone. Cheers. Oh, and thank you for liking and sharing the stream, and for taking the time to comment. You guys are awesome. Have a good night, everyone. Dixie, you can wake up now. Have a good night, everyone. Cheers.